the lower lake that we see. It also has some military establishments like the selection center central, that is SSB Bhopal, the 3 EME centers, and also the 2-1 corps, that is the Sudarshan Chakra corps, is in Bhopal. Also, sir, Bhopal houses one of the 4 BHELs, the Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, around India. Bhopal has one of the 4, and sir, Bhopal also has a one Vihar, which is a national park and preserves wildlife from different regions.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tilak, the other day I was just reading about the Bhopal gas tragedy, as
Yes,
that
sir.
day or some. What was that issue?
Sir, gas tragedy happened this day only, in 3rd December. It was the leaking of poisonous gas from the Union Carbide Limited factory, which because of which more than 5 lakh people suffered from illness, and there were many schemes from the government which helped people recover, like they were providing hospital treatments at very low cost in the Bhopal Memorial Hospitals.
This happened 2 days back.
No, sir. Sir, this happened on 3rd December only. Sir, I don't accurately remember the year, but it was this day only because today is also the Bhopal gas tragedy. This day is commemorated as that day.
Okay. So, this thing is held or it is just part of?
Sir, I don't get the question.
Was there some function organized, some organized?
Sir, it's generally a holiday.
Or some.
Sir, it's a holiday because my brother is also enjoying his holiday from his school.
Okay, right. So, Tilak, we will now continue talking in the same manner.
Yes, sir.
We will first start with your education. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Starting from class 8 onwards, what is the overall percentage of marks that you've scored in each class up till now?
Yes, sir.
In your academic career so far, what has been your most favorite or liked subject?
Yes, sir.
And there would be reasons for that.
Yes, sir.
Same way, there must be some teacher who must have really impressed you, or who's your favorite teacher.
Yes, sir.
Okay, who is that person and reasons for liking him back.
Yes, sir.
We'll also talk about your friends. How friendly are you? How big is your circle? And everybody has a best friend. So amongst your friends, who is your best friend?
Yes, sir.
And what's special about him? Why is he your best friend?
Yes, sir.
We'll also talk about the extracurricular activities that were available in your school.
Yes, sir.
Or you participated in. Any position of responsibility you may have held.
Yes, sir.
During your education. Anything else related to your schooling?
Yes, sir. Sir, so I have done my schooling from the St. Joseph's Co-ed School, that is on Kolar Road. And sir, starting from class 8, I scored 90.91% when I was in 8. In 9th class, I scored 72%. No, sir, it was 78. Sir, in 10th class, I again got 89.97%. In 11th class, I scored 72%. And in 12th, it's again 89.8%. Sir, my most favorite subject from 8th to 12th overall has been mathematics. Sir, because it was the only subject where we don't have to mug up the answers, and except we can apply our own ideas while solving some questions. We are not bound to use some textbook or some reference material for that. Just the basic formula and basic teachings help us get through. Sir, also my favorite teacher has been Miss Aparna Bharadwaj. Sir, she was my chemistry teacher in both 11th and 12th class, and she was the only reason that I was able to score high in chemistry, and also I was starting to like the subject. Sir, because I took PCM in 11th due to the reason that I wanted to appear for the NDA examination, in which mathematics was a crucial part and I was good at it. So physics and chemistry were sometimes difficult for me. So just studying from her made me realize concepts much better, because she used simple stories and concepts that were nearly impossible to forget at that time, because as we were solving questions, the stories revolved in our minds. Sir, also in the extracurricular activities, sir, when I was in 8th class, I was part of the school choir, the instrumental group, and I served in that for that year only, because 9th 10th was did my schooling from home as it was the corona period. Sir, when I went back to the school, I was in the instrumental band again in the as an lead pianist, and that time almost every function that was held in our school, I participated in that with our group, and our teachers helped us coordinate. Sir, in 12th class, I was made the greenhouse captain of my school, and that day and that year the annual sports meet was held. So I was in the responsibility of making the players from our team play well and score marks, so that we can beat the other houses. Sir, also considering my friends, sir, I have been friends with a lot of classmates of mine, but the closer ones include Atharv, Tejasva, Adi, and sir, and Joel. And sir, out of among these, the closest friend of mine is Adi.
Okay, now you say that you like maths because you can push in your own ideas.
Yes, sir.
How can you push in your own ideas? There are set formulas, there are ways to solve. You can't solve with your own ideas.
Sir, ideas, I meant to say that, like, sir, taking the example of differentiation, sir, we can approach a problem in a way that was given in the textbook. Like in the NCRT, only one solution would be printed, but there might be other ways also to approach it. So we need not learn the only way. We can also use second or third approach.
Okay, right. Now, your friend, what was special about Avi, your best friend?
Sir, Adi has a specialty that he's the most hardworking person in my school that I have ever met. Sir, because it was because of his long study hours and the high grades that he scored. And usually he was also very sociable and had many friends in school. So it was kind of that he had a very good humor also, which made him attractive to other students, and so he had many friends, including me also, and we share a very long bond because we have been friends since 8th class.
Okay, and something you don't like about him?
Sir, something that I don't like about him would be, sir, it could be the stress around the exam time that he takes. I know that he is good at studies, he has been preparing well, and he has already covered most of the important topics, but just the 1 or 2 days before the exam, he starts to take stress that would the paper be difficult, or what if I cannot maintain the position of topper in my class, that thing.
So, does it show a lack of confidence?
Sir, maybe, sir, because he was usually very much concerned about his studies and nothing else. So I think that he was nervous because of that way. Because when he used to score low in his lower classes, he used to get scolded by his parents. That's why I think he was quite nervous at the exam time.
Okay, right. So, you said you were a pianist.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know much about piano, but I see when you play the piano, there is a brass foot pedal type of thing.
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, brass is an instrument.
No, in a piano,
Yes, sir.
bottom part there is a pedal type of thing which they
Yes, sir.
press
Yes, sir.
sometimes.
Sir,
What is that?
Sir, actually I play a digital keyboard, but I also know about that. Sir, there are three pedals. One is for the cut of the tone. Like if we don't want to sustain the tone, we can just press that pedal and it gets cut immediately. So there is no reverberation and disturbance while playing the music further. Sir, second is the sustain pedal, which helps us sustain the tones for even longer. Like if we want something to reverberate more, we can use that pedal. And sir, third is the reverberation pedal itself. Like it creates it creates a bit of echo around the keys that we play, so that it sounds more full.
Okay, understood. So you're basically playing the keyboard.
Yes, sir.
So this keyboard players, they keep talking about some C minor, C sharp.
Yes, sir.
What are all these things?
So C major is the basic scale from which a pianist learns to play. And sir, C sharp is the tone which is just one tone, just one scale above C major. And sir, C minor is a tone just one scale below C major.
Okay. So who decides which major or minor or sharp, which one to play?
Sir, it depends on the song or the singer. Sir, if the singer has a low pitch, so we will be using a low scale. Like we can also use the D, E, F, or if the song is about kind of sadistic, we can also use the minor scale. And if it is
Okay.
happy, yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, got it, got it. So how many houses were there, and you were house captain?
Yes, sir.
Why were you made the house captain? What was the basis of, was it selective, elective, people voted? What was the reason you think that you were made the house captain?
Sir, in my schools, there are no elections for the school cabinet. It is the teachers and the principals that decide which students can volunteer, and out of them, which would be the best for the respective position. So, there were 4 houses in my school: the blue, the red, the green, and yellow. So, there were names given from each class. Our class teacher used to give names based on that. If we were good in academics, we would be managing both sports and academics along these functions well, so it would not affect our grades much. And sir, also, uh, sir, usually 4 names were given from my class: two for the head boy position, and one for the yellow house and green house. And sir, rest were given from the girls side for the red house and blue house. So out of our class, most of the cabinet was from my section only. The head boy was Athar from my class. Sir, I was the greenhouse captain. My friend Joel was the yellow house captain, and one of our classmate Ananya was the sports captain.
So if the principal and teachers were to decide,
Yes, sir.
what would they feel in you to give you this responsibility?
Sir, it was because they selected the students that had the most disciplined image. We group of friends usually dressed nicely, were not involved any type of mischief, and we were also good in studies. And sir, also there were no such issues from the teacher side regarding homework, project, or practical files. So that made a good impression on the teachers that these students can manage both the events and the studies well, and they can be suited for the respective position.
Okay, Tilak, your marks in 11th went down. What happened?
Sir, while I was in 11th class, sir, usually 11th class was tough for me. Sir, not mathematics, because I was already studying about it, as I also joined a coaching for appearing for my NDA written examination in 11th class only. So I usually spent
Okay.
most of my time on mathematics and the general ability test, and was not able to give much of time for chemistry and physics. Sir, also it was
Oh,
somewhere the fault that I was very much involved in all of the events. I could not say to my teacher who asked me to volunteer for event and play for the choir. So it was the